Hey, it's going to be a Laura Geller unboxing, unpackaging, and it says something beautiful has arrived. And we are going to not only find out what's in this bag, but we're going to use what's in this bag and have a get ready with me. Miss Jackie Russell, welcome to my channel. And are you 40? Are you 50? Are you 60? Are you 65 like me or older? Well, I have some good news. You can take good care of your skin and have some wonderful makeup to enhance your natural beauty. And that's what we're going to do today with the Laura Geller package that I have. I got this on October 17th. And it's been sitting here for a few days, I'll have to admit. But on the inside, they were having a sale. And what caught my interest was two things. They had a new blush, and then they had, of course, a free gift, and they had, their baked powder in this collection. And I got it all for $58.70. I had some kind of code, and I don't know exactly what the code was, but it was 15% off. And it was normally $65, and it's called the Holiday Routine Kit, 5-piece. And that is what I got, and I got a free mini speckle primer, and we're going to use all of that today. And I thought it was a great purchase, and I've already prepped my face with Estee Lauder Extreme Supreme moisturizer, and I've used the Advanced Night Repair as my hyaluronic acid, as I do a lot during the day. And I put on a little retinol cream before I put on the Estee Lauder moisturizer. So I'm all prepped for all of this. And the first thing I'm going to show you, we'll just go in the order that we're going to do this. The first thing I got was a free gift, and this is a Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer, and it's a base de tint, it says. And of course we're going to put this on already because my face is already prepped, but this is a rich cream gel speckle, perfectly lightweight base for long-lasting makeup, minimizing the lack of pores and fine lines while pampering the skin. So I'm going to use this for my primer today, because I'm assuming when they put a package together like this that it all works together for a good outcome. And I have brought some other products that'll help me finish out my look, but I wanted to start off with this Laura Geller and share it with you. And let me see if I can get this off of here. I may have to get my scissors. And this is a bronzy primer, so I don't know how much color it's actually going to add, but we're going to find out. And hey, if you are not part of my YouTube family and would like to know more about beauty and tips and other things that I do on this channel, I do some unboxings of beauty, like, what is it, Boxy Extra now? It's not even Boxy, it's just called Ipsy Extra. I think they should have called it Ipsy Charm. But anyway, they went with some basic, like someone said, McDonald type names where you increase your order, and they have different names for it. The original, the Ulta, the Extra. I don't know. To me, it wasn't very imaginative, but I'm sure they've got their reasons. But we're going to put this on, and this is what it looks like. Now, just from a glance, it reminds me of the bronzer primer that we had with Glow Recipe, but I don't know if it performs like that or not. I have my mirror here. I'm going to put this on. I think I can look at you all. And when I put a primer on, I use my hands, as you can tell, and I put it over my eyes as well. So we got all that on, and I am going to make one stop here. I guess that's good enough. I'm going to add a little bit more around my cheeks. Now, I may be a little pink. I don't know. I washed my face and I put all my creams on, so that could cause that. but it's soaking in good, so that's a good sign. So that's the first thing that I got, or that I got for free. Now I am going to stop here for just 1 minute because since we're going to be putting on makeup, I'm also going to prime my eyes. And this is what I use. I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. And I do this every time I put my makeup on, unless I tell y'all something different. But I do it just like that. Put me a few dots all around. I always use a light color. Most of the time this is a 2N. It's a light, medium, natural. And I know my skin isn't exactly this color, but I like to brighten my eyes. So that's why I do it. And I go up and over and all around. On both eyes, of course. And I go in the insider part of the eye and down and around. And then I just kind of blended out the edges. So there. I mean, it blends right in, okay? So it looks good, so I'll have my eyes primed. And I probably could have just used her primer, but I always use that because I know it'll keep my makeup on. And I know that for sure. It'll keep my eyeshadows from creasing and all that kind of stuff. Now, since I did that, I do have to go ahead and use my skin food that I'm always telling you guys about. And it is a Korean powder. It's coconut of some sort, and I really like it. And I forgot to bring in my regular powder brush, so I'm going to use one of Laura Geller's brushes and then dab that across my eyes because this will set it. And we'll go ahead and set the other two, but I for sure want to set around my eyes because that helps keep your makeup on, okay? So I look like I got raccoon eyes right now. So we're going to have to do some work on it, right? So here we go. Now the next thing that I got, and I'm just going to go in the order. I am going to open up this because in this kit we also got a kabuki brush of Laura Geller's. And we also got a Duro-ended cheek eyeshadow brush. So I can use that for my cheeks and for my eyeshadow that's in here. And it's kind of giving you a complete look for $65. And if you can find a discount, well then use it. And I will say a lot of times they do have a discount on their website whenever you sign up or if you click on a link. And I'll have their link down in my description. But this is their kabuki brush, and we'll be using that for the next thing that we're going to open up, which is the foundation. Have you ever used the baked foundation? Now, I will have to say I'd heard a couple of years ago from several that it worked really good. So, and they really liked it, so I tried it. And a lot of times when I get this in boxes, I just give it away. But I found that it's very good. Now, what interested me in this was not only the new blush I'm going to show you, but that I could actually get this in tan. And if y'all watch me enough, you know that I use tan a lot, or I order tan, like if BoxyCharm or Alt Extra is going to send me something, then if they mark down in my profile, I put tan. Same way with, you know, Walmart Beauty Box with all of them. So this is the color that is called tan. It's got a mirror, but I'm going to use her kabuki brush, and I'm fixing to put foundation all over. I've got my face primed, and we're set to go. And you just kind of rub this on there. And you can see that it's applying color. And I think that was my biggest thing, and you just circle it around, was wondering if I was actually going to get coverage with a powder. Because I always use, you know, Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's my main one. But see how my eyes are still kind of white? I'm going to go over them with this and see if it doesn't cover it up. Oh yeah, that helped it a lot. It just adds that color in, and I will say when I put my regular foundation, I go all over my face, including my eyes. And I've always done that. And I guess I don't see me stopping that anytime soon. But you can build this. You can just keep going. You can go down your neck and off to the side. And it's real easy to apply. And you can see that I am getting it on and I am having coverage. All right, well, I think I'm done. I might have a couple of places up here that need to be worked on, maybe down the side, but I think I've got my foundation on. So it works really good. I'm glad I got the tan. The one that I have now is the medium, and this just shoots right back up, and then you can put your cap on. Whoops. Now that's not working out the way it normally does. There we go. All right, and it says Laura Geller on there. So these two came in the kit. Now the next thing that I got in the kit was some eyeshadow, and I think we'll do that last because I want to show you the complete kit. And they had a new Laura Geller Baked Blush and Bright Marbleized Blush, and this is a new color, as you can see there, and it's Skyline Sunset Marbleized Blush. Our silky smooth baked blush delivers the perfect radiant blush. Baked for 24 hours, the iconic marbleized powder adds fresh, multi-dimensional color that blends beautifully on any skin tone. Just sweep on the apples of your cheek and blend outward and upward. And yeah, we do want to do that, and when you're older, you definitely want to do that. You want to lift your face a little bit. And I did get a blush brush that came with it too. And it just says, use this dual-ended professional makeup brush to bring your whole look to life. And I mean, that makes sense. And it's not like I needed more brushes. What I was really interested in was the new products. And the new product is this new blush. Alright, we'll just toss that aside. And this is the blusher brush, and then this is my eyeshadow brush. And it's a dual-ended, so I have both things, but I have other things here to help me out if I need it. But we're going to get this holiday look going on. And this is the beautiful color. Isn't that a beautiful color of pink? And then you can see it's going on my brush really well. And I am going to look into my mirror here. And I'm going to be going up, out, and then I'm going to go up. So I'm getting a very good color of blush. I like this. It's very pretty. And it's pigmented and it's coming out really nice. What do you think? And then we're just going to blend it in and blend it up. Alright, well right now that's going to be all I'm going to do. So I like that. I'm glad I have it. And you can even tell if you've gotten some of her packaging, it's even packaged different. You know, so she's either upgrading. I know it said it was a limited time for this. And it's the Skyline Sunset if you're interested. Now the next thing that came in the kit, and this was all with the brushes, $65 with 15% off with the free gift of primer. Now we have an eyeshadow, and it is a neutral eyeshadow palette, and we have Sunonic and Almond, it says, is the color. And these will be baked eyeshadows as well. And it's Laura's Baked Eyeshadow Duo. Comes in the two most loved shades from our iconic Best of the Best palette in a handy compact. These silky colors start as cream pigments that are baked for 24 hours, terracotta tiles, then hand-finished by Italian artisans created the stunning silky color that blends seamlessly on your lids. Sweep Sunstone all over your eyelid as a base with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, then blend Almond in your crease for definition. So we're going to do it just like they say. There we go. Now looky there, it looks darker now that we've got it out. I was a little bit concerned about that as far as getting some contrast. But that's what we have. It's a duo. And we're going to use that cream, as it said, as a base all over. So I'm going to use the other end of this brush, and we're going to sweep this across. And as they said, it was one of their most popular base colors. And I'm going to go all the way over the eye, including up and over. Up and over. Get plenty of coverage. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh yeah, that's very nice. What do y'all think? It's really brightened up and lightened my eyes. And it's got it prepped for the other side. Now I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to use that darker color in my crease as it suggested. And I'm going all the way down. See? And it's working out really good. And I'm just going to blend it up and down. And it's come out a little bit on the outer edges, which that's okay with me. I'm going to get a stronger look up a little above. And it looks like it's stronger on one side than the other. Oh, I may have to do some cleanup there. But I'm going to leave it for now. But I do think that I can see the shadow on both sides right through here. Now, I did bring in an eyeliner, and I decided to go with brown because I knew what was in it. This is a Rebond liner. I do have a savings of 10%, I believe, with Miss Jackie. And you can see that this just glides on. And I'll have my link down in my description if you're interested. They come in brown, purple, blue, black, and gray. And I may need a Q-tip, maybe. So a little bit thicker on this side right here. So maybe I'll just make it thicker over here. Pretty good. I'm going to bring this out a little since I brought that down. And I'm going to do that on both sides. It's harder on this side. I don't know, my skin around my eyes is different on the other side. And I think that makes a reflection difference when I'm doing my eyes. I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to try to fill in here. That's part of my hooded eye problem, I think. And I don't know if I brought any kind of smudger, was a tipped eyeshadow blusher, just in case of this situation. I'm going to use that dark color, and I'm going to fill in right here. And I may come across and add to the outer edges, blending that in. Okay, now it's all pretty good except for I think I do need to smudge. I don't think this has a smudger. Yes, it does it? No, that's not a smudger. So I need a Q-tip. I'll be back. And I'm going to just go in here and just sweep this across and kind of blend it under with that. And yeah, I'm way out on this side. And I will have to say that it's just a reflection of my different eyes. They're not even at all. And I just added to the wrong side. Okay, that kind of brings them a little more even. Okay, and I want to do the tops a little more up here. And the reason I go half over is because it helps keep my eye open. And then I do have my Estee Lauder that I always use. And this is a cream color, and I'm just going to the insides and a little up, as you can tell. And again, it seems like I always do more on one side than the other. I must be partial to that eye. But anyway, I also do this in my waterline. And I recommend everyone with a light color. It really brightens them up. And I'm going to go over that with that light color. That I already tossed that in there. Yeah, I've already made it a new home over there. So I put a little of that on there, and that just kind of softens it up a little bit. There we go. All right, now we're ready for mascara. And I still think I need to work on that one little area. I keep just tossing it back in there. Oh yeah, see, this is buildable. Yeah. And I'm just using her two eyeshadow colors other than my pencils. Now, I do have a Laura Geller mascara, so we're going to use that today. This is in black, and I don't know if she has different ones, but it's at long last. So we're going to use this mascara. I don't know if this lengthens my eyelashes as well as Prime Lash does, but it's doing a pretty good job. It may be starting to get old. I may have to toss it out, get it cleaned off a little bit there. But it's looking very pretty. It's a good mascara. So if you're looking for things for over 40, Laura Geller products are designed for women over 40 for mature skin. So keep that in mind. And that's one reason I've gone to it. And if you ever just want a quick splash of foundation, well, putting the powder on is perfect. Oh yeah, this is just performing great. So I love the look. And I'm going to get a little bit more down on my eyelashes below. And I think we're done with that. That looks really good. What do you think? Now we're going to go to lips. We're going to use the 017 Mauve. I've got a new one. Oh yeah. All right. All right, perfect. Now, I do have the Laura Geller lipstick, and this is her jelly lipstick, I believe. Yeah, it's Jelly Bliss, and it's a beautiful color, a mauve, and it's going to go great with my Estee Lauder mauve lip pencil. So you can see we're getting a full look. And then, I showed you the whole package of everything that came with that. And then I did bring in Anastasia of Beverly Hills for a lip gloss. And I think I have a lip gloss from Laura Geller, but I couldn't find it. And then we are going to do our final touches which is the Estee Lauder setting spray. And I'm going to spray this on. Get it all on there, and then we're going to use Mario, because we should use, according to our instructions from our last icon box, spritz your face and then apply your highlighter. And that's what we're going to do and get that glow. It's a dewy glow, and it's just perfect. But hey guys, that's my look. I think we're done. I'm just going down my nose with a brush here that has a little darker on there, just kind of frame out my face, but I think it looks really good. The one thing I forgot to do was my BBB, Billion Dollar Brow. And this is my favorite brow pencil. And I bring it all the way over, but not down. As you'll see, I go all the way over, but not down. Because if you come down, you're dragging your eyes down, and we don't want that. So we're going to brush that out. There, now I think we're done. So you let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about the Laura Geller holiday package. You've got your blush, baked blush, you've got your choice of foundation, and you can get this at the Laura Geller site. They are offering a free gift, but I don't know if it's the same free gift. And then of course you have the eyeshadow, which I only use those 2 colors, and you can see that it worked great. And of course I added in my own, other eyeliners and lip liners, because I didn't have them in Laura Geller. Had I had them, I would have used them. But I love the look. You let me know what you think. And thank you all for getting ready with me today. And don't forget, we're still in October. Use your pumpkin or Halloween pumpkin or black cat or cat face if you want to enter the Jubilee. And also remember, YouTube and or Laura Geller is not affiliated with that. And you must be 18 years or older and have an address within the continental USA. And I'll be choosing winners around November 1st, and they will be announced on Mass Monday. Please watch my Mass Mondays. And please be careful, because sometimes my announcement might be spread out through my video. So keep that in mind. But I'm so excited. I love my new Laura Geller look. You just let me know what you think about it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I do try to give y'all all of my tips. And I just love this blush, and I love the whole look. But as for today and my Laura Geller look, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day.